Someone 3 months ago posted this. I haven't erased any of it. It's still here. But I wanted to know, what would happen if I posted a video about this. So I posted a video explaining that the channel's name, Humble Disciple of Yah, or Yeh, depending on how you want to pronounce it, I did some pointless corrections and that sort of thing. I made an assumption in the video this person might be a member of the Hebrew Israelite conspiracy cult that exists on the internet. Some of you might have actually dealt with them because they will call white people Edomites. He corrected me today, the only contact since then, to tell me, by the way, I'm white. So, okay, cool. But I'm going to read this. This is his first and second posting he made, other than today posting, by the way, I'm white. Well, at least he said he wasn't black anyway. I don't know what he is, and it's not relevant. And it shouldn't have been relevant in the video, so I'm publicly stating I made a mistake, and it was stupid. It was based on the channel name, the behavior pattern, the overt avoidance of subject matter, and more important than all of it, I took some of the titles from the 2 videos he had uploaded and some of his stuff he subscribes to mean that might be what he is. I couldn't pigeonhole him, so obviously I shouldn't have done that at all. So now we go on to the next stage. Someone hover cars over here for some reason. Dude, waptek, is clearly reading from the rarely found net slander and ancient posts on a specific subject. Now, what happened is that someone's actual record of losing court cases and claiming to never lose a court case is what I was referring to in the video this person's critiquing. Then he says, waptek adds his own ignorant rubbish, says, I obviously know nothing of what I am talking about. You notice he's avoiding saying anything about what we're discussing here. He's not making it about the subject matter. He's making it about just saying, you don't know what you're talking about. All you're finding is slander and reposting it. You are posting ignorant rubbish. And then he says, talking straight out of your ass, and I know it. Now, this is an assertion on his part that I'm saying something not from ignorance or from simply making a mistake, but that I'm saying something that I know is not factual. Okay. But the trouble with that is, what I said in the video was that there's an actual record in court of a person claiming he's never lost a court case. And you too can buy his $4,000 kit to never lose a court case when he's nothing but a loser in court. He's won maybe 2 court cases, the other guy, and the person lost all of his cases because he's not permitted to file cases anymore because he's been declared a fictitious litigant and incompetent to represent himself. Then he says, you seem like a bitter homeless man. No, I'm a sweet homeless man. Acting as if you know all of what you are talking about. I don't know. In fact, I know very little. But what little that you can look up, because only a little bit of information is available, shows that the person that we were talking about, that you're avoiding talking about, has never won a court case beyond a certain point because all of the court cases are barred from happening because the person shows up in court and just proceeds to waste the court's time as a fictitious litigant, deliberately wasting the court's time and refusing to pay his bills. So he's not allowed to represent himself or anyone else, and both of the individuals that were being referred to in that video claim to be judges. If you're a fictitious litigant, barred from bringing a case, you're not allowed to be a judge. So the persons are self-appointed judges you can't remove from the bench of their own creation, and are holier than thou asshats, placing themselves in position of being judges of everyone around them and having the right to judge others without consent. That was my video's basic purpose. And they says, it's quite sad to see and hear me doing what I'm doing, but the only thing this person's commenting on is that I appear or seem to be ignorant, homeless, bitter, and not ignorant, but then I'm deliberately lying. Now, it's not insinuating. Humble disciple of Yah, or Yeh, who is not humble, not a disciple, and has nothing to do with God, or anything like that, is accusing me of lying about something without actually addressing the subject matter. Now, why am I wasting my time on a person saying I can only add my own ignorant rubbish? I don't have ignorant rubbish. I'm ignorant of everything. I come to everything without assumption. I am born ignorant, and I will die not ignorant, I hope. You are here demonstrating what we call, insultingly, ignorance. You're refusing to address the subject matter. You're refusing to accept any facts. You are talking about a bunch of stuff here and you're deliberately avoiding the subject matter so that you can't be pinned down on facts. And then he says, poppycock bullshit. Well, I like that. Thanks for poppycocking it. And he says, I'm a moron. A classic moron. If you're not aware of it, the word moron is used insultingly, but moron and a bunch of these other words that we use as insults were at one time used as diagnoses of how intelligent a person was. Isn't that scary? So anyway, I don't usually resort to childish name calling, only when I only dwell in the truth. Now, my counterpoint to your second statement, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, is of course you resort to childish name calling because you can't cover the subject matter. Humble disciple of Yah, or Yeh, won't talk about the subject matter in the video. It has to be about screaming. And also, well, in this specific language, there is no J. Yes, there is. And I don't like the way you said that. I don't care. You didn't cover the subject matter. You diverted the subject. You deflected it to some other subject matter because you don't want to talk about something simple. Again, two people who claim to be judges and claim to be masters of legal system couldn't win cases after a certain point and could never be judges and are caught lying about it. And you haven't contradicted this at all. All you want to talk about is Yahweh and J in it. And okay, I mean, I posted a video explaining that, I posted a video just to be a neener. But let's go on. Able to substantiate with facts. You won't cover the subject matter of the video and you want to make it about something else that you can have an argument over, and I called you on your bullshit. Please forgive my moron slur from earlier. It won't happen again. And of course, what did he call me? Juvenile. I'm giving up name. You should give up name calling, waptek. And then he calls me a name. It won't happen again. And then he says, perhaps this was a moment of right-ruling anger towards your obvious level of ignorance and loss. So I'm lost and I'm ignorant. But before you were accusing me of lying. Casting stones while standing on a glass toilet. No one, and I mean no one, should put up with your self-righteous, God-fearing bullshit. People like you exist all over the world. All of you claim to have a superior moral high ground. You won't stoop to the level of posting facts or discussing the subject matter. You just scream, I'll pray for you. But yeah, again, I'm going to repeat myself because this is important. You can read all of this stuff here. It's right here on the screen. This is what he asserted. I'm deleting his comments. He's not allowed to post anymore until he goes ahead and watches the video again and actually posts a rebuttal of the information. Again, it's on record that the two individuals that were talked about had lost the ability to show up in court anymore because they abused the court system and basically wasted its time in a classic behavior called stalling behavior. They also filed court cases as fictitious litigants, which is what they're notorious for. And the next thing is, they don't have any knowledge or anything, and they're not judges because they're not allowed to be a judge, and they don't have any legal knowledge because they're incompetent to represent themselves or anyone else in court. And as for humble, not humble, disciple of Yah, or whatever, you not including the definition for right ruling and defiantly putting yourself in the place of God. You are not a god. You do not deserve that special treatment. You will not get it here. This is bordering on blasphemy. But yes, I got it wrong. I assumed that you might have been a Hebrew Israelite because of some of the video titles you have and some of the stuff you subscribe to on your subscriber page. That's a superficial error on my part. I'm going to start and end the video the same way. I made a mistake. I can own that. Now, why don't you try explaining to us, at the bare minimum, what right ruling is in your definition so that you're stuck with the A definition for it so you can't change it later when you want to. And B, or is this J, why don't you do a rebuttal of my video instead of just name calling like you admitted to? Thanks for admitting to it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. Bye.